Because I don't think Arsenal would have signed Havertz for a centre forward. Looking at his performances at Chelsea, I think he'd be a good addition. But we've seen it last season. And I think that will help Mikel Arteta. That you've seen that before. It's been there. Gabriel Jesus got injured. There was a plan B, and it worked.
But there's normally as well, isn't there? Normally an international break after 2-3 weeks of the season, or 2-3 games.
Yeah, so that gives him a bit of time as
exactly. So Gabriel Jesus might miss 2-3 games, 4 maximum. So I think I'll be fine. Arsenal, Balogun, maybe this has ruined his chance of moving.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe he's been trying to go to Inter Milan and move, and now Arteta's saying you can't go anywhere.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's get to the phone lines. 03717 22 33 44. Let's go and speak to Peter. He's an Arsenal fan. Peter, how you doing?
Good evening, Peter.
Yeah, good evening, fellas. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
So talk to me. What do Arsenal do?
Right, so it's quite funny. It's not the greatest start for us. I mean, we've got an injury and the season ain't even started. However, it's not a disaster in my book. I think if you look at when Jesus got injured before the World Cup, we continued the form and carried on winning. And when Jesus come back, he wasn't exactly... For me, fellas, it would be a lot worse if we lost someone like or Xhaka. You know, we did not lose the league title because Jesus got injured. We lost the title when Saliba went off in the Europa League game and we never saw him again. That was the problem we had last season. Now, in terms of who do we get into replace, look, we've got options. We've got...
No, Peter. Sorry, Peter, man. Listen, great call there. I get your points, but the line just wasn't the best. So we'll try and get you back. Let's go and speak to Jack. He's an Arsenal fan. Jack, you all right? Hello, Jack? Josh?
Hi, mate.
That's probably why he wasn't answering. Josh, how you doing? You all right?
There for a minute. Yeah, not bad. How you boys doing?
All good, mate. All good.
So talk to me. What do Arsenal do?
I think at the points last season when Trossard was playing as sort of false nine, I think we played some of our best attacking football, and I don't think, I agree, I don't think Havertz is the one. I wouldn't go and get someone else and rush another poor recruitment decision that we... So for me, I'd be going Trossard, Martinelli and Saka.
Would you not give Nketiah or Balogun a chance?
I think Nketiah's had his chances. He's just so inconsistent. I know he's a goal scorer, but at times he's frustrating. I'd love to see more of Balogun, but we haven't seen him much in pre-season, so for some reason maybe Mikel doesn't quite have the trust in him yet.
Do you know what, Josh? I think with the Nketiah, I do think at times he gets a rough ride. Because you think about it, I know when Gabriel Jesus was first starting to come back, if you look at that initial period, and even the season before, where he went to Stamford Bridge, scored the 2, he ended the season really well. I think, as a kind of a stopgap, I think he done reasonably well last year.
Yeah, I think at times, I think that's what frustrates Arsenal fans, isn't it? Because at times he goes on this run where he scores 4 or 5 in a couple of games, but then it can just go a little bit sour. And I don't know, I still think Trossard offers more in terms of assists as well. And I think sometimes maybe even Martinelli could go through the middle and then Trossard goes back out to the left. I have nothing majorly against Eddie, but for me, he just never seems to be quite at the level that we need if we are going to push for the league title.
All right, listen, Josh, really good call. I mean, listen, Nketiah scored 2 against Manchester United in January. I know he had a few injuries, but then he didn't score again until... Well, I don't think he scored again for the rest of the season. So it was...
Yeah, he's got to be more clinical as well, hasn't he? As well as Gabriel Jesus. And not every team's going to be able to have a Harry Kane, a Haaland. You know, you're not going to be able to go and find one.
No.
You know, Manchester United just signed Højlund. He seems like a very good player and very good assets, similar to sort of Haaland. But I look at Arsenal and I'm just like, you brought in Declan Rice. You know, could even push on Declan Rice a bit forward and say Thomas Partey, you sit.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they've got so many goals. Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Trossard, like McCall just said there, Josh, he can sit in there and come off. I think Arsenal will be fine going forward, even if Gabriel Jesus misses 4 or 5 games.
All right, let's take on one more little quick one. Danny, he's an Arsenal fan, obviously. Danny, you all right?
Good evening, Danny.
Yeah, very well. How's you guys, all right?
Yeah, we're good, mate. So what did Arsenal do?
Well, we went up last night and caller before said he didn't have much faith in Nketiah, but he actually had the armband last night for the first half when Odegaard was off. He got on the score sheet last night, played really well. So I think stick with Eddie, to be fair.
Adam, can I ask you a question, mate?
Yeah.
What's a good season for Arsenal this season?
Got a match last season, minimum, really.
So you take the same as last season and not winning a trophy?
be nice to get that trophy, wouldn't it? I just think go well in the Champions League, take second again. But City haven't really, they've lost more than they've gained player-wise at the moment, haven't they? So.
Listen, Danny, great call, yeah, but we've seen Manchester City lose players before and then...
What do they need, though, then? What do Arsenal need to win the title?
Still squad depth. Got the experience now that they got close last season. I still think you need squad depth. I still think...
If you look at Arsenal's bench, say, if you start Declan Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, you've got Nketiah, Balogun, Smith Rowe, Vieira... You know,
for me, Vieira's not good enough.
He's a bit weak, isn't he?
Yeah.
So you reckon they need a couple more,
and then they can really push on.
TROSSARD. So yes, people, like it was confirmed already in the earlier video, Gabriel Jesus is going to be missing maybe for 2 or 4 games, and Arsenal has to find somebody who fills up in that position. People are talking about Balogun. Yes, Balogun hasn't really played so many games, but can he fill that position? I never know. Also, people are talking about Nketiah. Yes, Nketiah is a good player. He has proven it, but he can also disappear in the moment when you need him. Can he really be the right fit you need as an Arsenal player or an Arsenal supporter? My answer really is going to be a no, because I know Arsenal, they are really trying to be strong. I will, like the Arsenal fans who were talking in this, I really do believe that TROSSARD, this could be his year. He's going to be one of the players that I'm going to include in the players to watch come next season. This video might probably drop tomorrow or the day before tomorrow. Or, no, tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow. But TROSSARD, he's already showing it in the preseason that he has a mission. He wants to prove something to the world. And he is going to be one player that I'm really, really tipping everyone to keep an eye on. He's going to be so lethal, comes to scoring goals, comes to assisting, comes to attacking options for Mikel Arteta. We know he likes to build up from the behind, and the TROSSARD, I feel like, is the perfect player to play that Gabriel Jesus role at the moment as he gets fit. And if that happens, I'm telling you, it's going to be even exciting come forward. In the midfield options, I think they are very perfect. Defensive, so perfect. But I feel like they need to make sure that Timber plays as a defensive midfielder, not as a number 2. I feel like they'll be missing somebody who's really going to offer something more going forward if they make him play to that position. But trust me, Arsenal are looking so good and so lethal, and I think it's going to be exciting to see what exactly they're going to be cooking come next season. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the connect. I want to know what Arsenal are you expecting to see, and who is the player you are expected to see come good in Arsenal squad. Let me know in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.